Alright guys, so in this video we're going to muck around with some INI files, and I guess I'll show you how I've been changing a few of the settings in the videos that me and Goddess have been playing on, that you might have already seen. I've already backed my files up, deleted what we had, and pretty much put everything back to default. But for the purpose of the video, let's go create a new character, get a baseline on the stats and things like that. So let's host a game and let's create a new character and go to a fresh map. Let's name it Test. Sounds good to me. Alright, new character. Yes, he looks perfect. And let's go. Okay. Rally point 3. And your name can be Bob. Sure. Alright. Fresh map. Alright. Let's have a quick look at our character. There we go. Plain, basic. Let's also use a couple of commands. Let's go players only because these dinosaurs are annoying. Great. Let's also get us a spider. We'll test everything on our character and dino. I have got one up here somewhere. There it is. Fire spider. Let's force tame that. Perfect. We got a spider. Can I ride it? Sure can. Alright. Oh my gosh, I have to do all this tutorials? Is this going to be annoying? Alright. Let's max out our character. We have 1 level. This one here with a 0 will max out my character. Can we get rid of all this spam, please? Also, let's max out our spider. Done. Alright, let's start with our character. So we've got 89 levels. I think we're just going to muck around with the health, weight, and damage and fortitude, I think. Alright, let's see what we get for a point. 10 points for 1 point into health. Weight, we get 20 points. Damage, we're getting 5 per point. And fortitude, I'm pretty sure should be 2. Correct. Alright. So that's our baseline for our character, who is Bob. And let's do the same for our spider. 65 levels. There's our health. 1 point. Whatever that was. I think it was 30. I'm not sure. Weight. That was about 34 points, and damage gives us 5.7. Wow, not much at all. Alright, but that is our base. Let's head over to the desktop and we'll start changing some files. Alright, see you there. Alright, time to change some files, or add some I should say. Now first things first, we need to navigate to where it is, and for me it's in my D drive. Could be in your C for you, but for me it's in my D. And you want to locate Steam library, Steam apps, common, find PixARK, then shoot a game, save, config, Windows, no editor, and game. not game user settings. You can change things in there, but not for what I'm doing right now. So when you find this is what mine looked like the first time I found it. Pretty plain, pretty boring, but this is where you add a lot of the lines for changing character dino stats per point. The first thing you will need is to add a header, which is not that line. Sorry about that. This line here. I'll put all these up in the description as well, so you can copy and paste if you need. But we will copy that. Go back to our game INI. And add this header right there. Now this is my game that I've backed up that me and Goddess use, so we won't use that. So you need to add this header if you don't have it already underneath all this junk. And here is a list of lines that I've got. Here we go. Now I got most of this from Arc, and a lot of it works here, if not most of it. If you can't find any lines that you need in PixArk and that, just search up Ark Survival and for what you're looking for. But here we have player stats. The line you need to add for the health is this right here. Player level stats multiplier, player. The 0 in the brackets here relates to it being health. For weight, for instance, would be 7. And so on and so forth. Melee damage is 8. And the number at the end is just your default per point. So if you remember our health stat, we got 10 points of health per point. If I was to change this to a 2 and add it to the game file INI, I would get 20. So what we'll do, we'll just grab this line here, copy and paste it under that header. So now that's just default. If I put it to 2, like I said, it would be double, but let's be stupid and put 100. So now my math is right, we should get 1,000 points of health per point. Let's add more lines. We said weight, which is here. Copy. Paste that. Change it to 100. And we'll do that again for damage. Change to 100. And the last one was fortitude. Copy. Paste. And 100. Alright, so that's all the player stats changed that we wanted. But you can also down here tame dino stats. So same thing, just add the line underneath there and change what you want it to be. We'll take the health for tame dino, add it under our last entry, put that to 100. Dino weight, number 7. Copy, paste. And the last one will be damage. Copy and paste. Change that. Now I've also got, and haven't tested yet, wild dino stats. Don't know why you'd want to change that, but it's there if you want it. You can also add things like baby maturing speed, and you just have to muck around with the numbers. This is my backup file where you can see I've changed egg hatching speeds, mating interval multiplier, so they're ready to breed much quicker. baby cuddle interval multiplier. So I can imprint, I think it's like every 2 minutes with that number there. I'll add them in the description as well. We'll get rid of that for now. Also get rid of that. And that's what we've added to the game. So we'll save that. We'll close. And then we'll go back in game and see if anything's changed. Alright, now we're back here. Let's go back into our world we created earlier. Bob it was. And test server. Now, because we've already put a point into our character here and there, it should have automatically changed. We can have a look at that right now. So there we go. Bob's health changed. His weight changed dramatically. His damage and his fortitude. So if you can see now, we should be getting 1,000 points per point we put into health. There we go. That's a bit much, but it's just for the video. I wouldn't put it that much. Weight also is going up. 2k per. Damage is going up stupid. I'm going to go punch something with that, and fortitude's fine. Punch something. Just got to test it. Ooh, not bad. Now the same thing with the spider. It would have automatically changed a couple of things, but we'll have a quick look. There we go. His HPs are jumping up a lot. Weight as well. So changing it to 100 points is probably way too much, guys. Look at that damage. That's crazy stupid. Let's go bite something anyway. Okay. Well, that's how you changed settings for your character, your dinos per point. I wouldn't put it at 100. But we'll go back to the desktop and have a look at the game settings. I'm pretty sure I've only changed one thing on that. And I'll show you it now. Alright, back on the desktop. And we'll navigate all the way back to those INI files. Now this time we're going to go into the game user settings. We changed everything in the game. That's what we changed for our character and dinos that we've tamed. If we go into here, this will give a lot of information on what your server is that you're hosting is already. But I found if you wanted to make any changes in it this way, you'll have to find the header, which is usually right at the bottom. It's this here. Server settings. It's got your difficulty levels and everything in there that your server is. And you can just add lines that you find. This is the only thing that I changed. And I found this online in Arc settings. But this overrides placements on platform saddles. So I could place turrets and plants on a platform saddle, which is really cool and fun. But that's where you add them. A lot of this that I learned was a lot of trial and error. So if I were you and you're just adding things in there, add your line, save it, open your game, test it. If it doesn't work, go back in, delete that line, maybe try it in the game INIs. But definitely back up your settings and things like that. Not there. This one was my backup. So for instance, I'm going to go back into game. That's what we made. I'll delete all that. So that was just for a test. Get my backup. Copy the settings I made for me and Goddess in the videos. copy. And we'll paste it back here. And we'll save that. And now it should be how I had everything for breeding and things like that. And that's pretty much it, guys. Hopefully I can edit it well enough to put everything on there for you, but I will put this in the description for you, so you can just copy and paste stuff. But that's going to be it, peeps. If I found out anything new, I'll let you know, and I hope it helps some of you out. Alright, later, peeps.